Nicki Minaj and Kevin Samuels.
More often than not, black men want to be with black women. We do 85% of black men are married to black women.
Oh, black women, can we stop talking about if black men, if these successful black men want us or not? Like, can we just focus on us and we be successful?
And you know what, y'all? Nicki's right. She 100% correct. I've been doing a lot of videos about this. Women showing up in the dating marketplace as the wrong person, not knowing their roles in the dating marketplace. And what Nicki Minaj is talking about is exactly what I've been saying. Women are showing up in the dating marketplace as if they are the buyers, and they're focusing on the wrong things. What Nicki Minaj is talking about, she's talking about women who think they're the buyers out here, and they're going out in the marketplace trying to buy men and getting mad when these men don't want them. And they're focusing on the rejection. Like I said, when you're the buyer, when you think you're the buyer, you feel a lot of rejection. And women don't take rejection well, like I just said before in my other videos. When women think they're the buyers, it's almost like they go into a store and they go, here's my money. I want to buy that t-shirt. And the person in the store says, oh no, your money's not good here. We're not selling you this t-shirt. And now the women are upset. That's what Nicki Minaj is talking about. She's talking about women who are upset with men that don't want them. And now she's saying, why are you focusing on them? Why are you focusing on the men that don't want you? Run your race. You know, when you're operating like a buyer out here, women, is when you feel rejection. That's when you know you're running the wrong race. Because if you knew what you really were, if you knew that you were a seller, you wouldn't feel no rejection. Because the thing about a seller is they don't focus on the rejection. They focus on themselves. Just like Nicki's talking about. You focus on being the best product you can. You focus on being out here, being able to offer someone the best product. All you do is look at how do you make yourself better? How do you improve yourself so you can be the best product on the market? You don't feel no rejection. But when you are a buyer and you're trying to take your money and buy something and someone says, get out my store or whatever the case may be, your money ain't worth nothing here, then you're mad. Then you feel rejected. A real seller understands that one buyer who don't want your product don't stop your whole show. You don't go chasing after that person. And that's what Nicki's talking about. Why are you worried about these 15%, 10%, 5% of men who only want a certain kind of person or whatever? Why are you worried about that? You know, some women didn't learn this growing up, but I learned it at an early age from my father. I can recall a story. I remember being in high school, and I remember having my first little high school boyfriend. And you know what? We ended up breaking up. And I remember one weekend I was sad, and my father saw me. He goes, why are you sad, baby girl? And I told him, I said, oh, me and Roger, we broke up, and I'm sad. And you know what my father said to me? He said, baby girl, don't worry about that. There's going to be plenty of men in the rest of your life who are going to look at you and see that you're smart, you're beautiful, you're talented, and they will want what you want. You don't need to worry about one person who doesn't want you. That's what my father told me. And a lot of these women out here, I guess they never had a father to tell them these types of things. But this is another problem with people keeping fathers out of girls' lives, because fathers are valuable. What my father taught me was he was the first man I ever loved. And also it taught me how to be loved by a man with the absence of sex. It taught me that I'm more than what's between my legs. And he also taught me that I am valuable and that I have a lot of things about me that would make a person want to be with me. So I don't have to go screaming and running after one person. That's a lack of scarcity. I'm not operating from a scarcity mindset that I got to run down a person who doesn't want me when the whole rest of the world, the whole rest of this marketplace, I have something that's valuable to that marketplace. I'm with Nicki Minaj. Ladies, run your race. Figure out what you can be the best person. Now, if you're one of these ladies out here and nobody's coming into your store, then you know what? You probably need to look at your product. You probably do need to look at what you're offering. But once again, that's back. The focus is on you. Figuring out what you need to do differently. If you don't have any buyers coming into your store trying to shop for what you're selling. But that's up to you. That's focus on you. Don't be focused on this other small segment of the marketplace that's not coming in your store. Don't worry about that. Be the best you can be and run your race. As a seller, you are not a buyer. I hope some of you guys listen to my other videos, because I'm telling you, this is big in the dating market. If women do not get the point that they are the sellers and not the buyer, it is messing a lot of women up here, and it's creating a lot of rejection and a lot of hurt, and they really don't have to be here.